Hey folks, this video is part of a series on GitHub Copilot feature highlights. To find the other videos, go to github-copilot.zebia.ms.
I'm going to show you Copilot pull request summary, where I can get a clear summary of all my pull requests instantly. Again, good practices are to work in feature branches with my team. The branch master or main branch is protected, so therefore I must go through pull requests. The very first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and create a new feature branch. And that feature branch, of course, is where my code changes are going to live. In lower left corner, I can click here and say main, and I can click new feature branch and give it a name. I'll call it V2. And now I'm working in a feature branch, of course. My very first thing I need to do is commit all my different changes here. I'm going to say commit all, and then I'm going to go ahead and publish the branch. When I do that, the changes I just made through the Copilot edits are sitting in a feature branch ready to be merged, but there are some steps I need to take before that. Very first thing I want to do is go back into github.com now. Here I can see I have a pull request waiting for me, the one I just created. I could also go to pull requests, and I can see that at the top of the pull request file as well. I could create a brand new pull request. I could just click compare pull request. There's a few ways to get at this. When I click compare the pull request, what I'm getting is a basic title for what I just created, which is the feature branch. Probably would have wanted a better name there. Again, on my team, best practices, we have a pull request template. For all those creating pull requests, we request three things: what's changed, why did it change, and how did it change. Now, again, this is just a template from github.com we can use. But today, I want to show you what a pull request summary looks like. So what I'm going to do is delete that and click the icon called Copilot Actions. There is a summary button here. Click the summary button. What Copilot will do is look at all the changes made in my feature branch called Cool Copilot Stuff. And what it will do is merge it into main, and it's creating a delta. The changes are in a delta format here, and you can see there's a lot of changes. This isn't just raw markdown. Now, if I click preview, I can see what is actually here. So I can see the new functionality, I can see additional tests, and I can see what enhancements were made to the Plains controller. Now, again, this is much better than anything I would have typed or most people on my team would have typed. This is a very thorough pull request summary. So the reviewer now has a lot more information on what to do for this pull request. So I'm going to go ahead and add Copilot as my reviewer. Why not? And add myself as the assigner. And I'm going to go ahead and say, create this pull request. Now, putting my other hat on here as a pull request reviewer, I get this as a reviewer, and ideally the reviewer doesn't have far to go to review these files. Everything's deep dive or deep linked, so I can look at what was changed for airfield controller. I could click planes controller, planes, etc. I can drill right in here from the comment itself, or I can go to files changed. Now, if I go to files changed, that also allows me to look at the delta of what's changed, and I can use Copilot to help me review these files. For instance, if I click on plane, I can jump down to the planes file that was changed here in my as a reviewer for this pull request. And if I hover, as you can see, the Copilot icon appears. So I can very easily click a couple things. I can click the ellipses and ask Copilot about this diff. That's one way to do that. I could hover over this and click the Copilot icon. Same gets me to the same place. I could also click the Copilot icon and help Copilot explain this to me. And of course, this is a very simple change. Basically, we added a new string property called image URL. If I go back and click on Copilot, show me the diff, it will pull up that actually file at that line. How is this used? I could start asking questions against the code base. So again, this is using code review, looking at the diff inside of github.com after a pull request was made. And as you can see, it gives me nice explanation.
Visit github-copilot.zebia.ms for the other videos.